and we are back.
Long time no see.
Oh, I know. It's been like first you had surgery, and then that following week you retired, and then 2 weeks after that we had still do have a heat wave here in Texas, but my office was so hot. Like this is the last room for my AC to go to, so this is always the warmest or coldest room. And I
Yeah.
didn't think about that beforehand. Now I have a fan standing here blowing at me, so now it's kind of decent. But it was probably like 30 degrees in here that day. I'm like, we're not doing it. I'm gonna pass out. So I had to like cancel on you on the last minute because I was sitting here and preparing for it, and I'm like, I can't sit here anymore. I was just like dripping sweat. So I was like,
Yeah.
that's not even nice.
No,
No,
that's not the nice kind of warm.
no, like it's one thing that you're warm, but then if you're doing a live cast and one of you is sitting in like literally dripping and you can tell it's this person is sitting inside. Thank you, but no, thank you. Thank you, but no,
No.
no, not happening.
But that's why we're the unpredictable live
Right.
cast.
You never know when we show up. You know, one
No.
day we might not even show up on a Sunday. We just take a weekday. I don't know.
No.
We just do what the hell we want.
Which days or
Whatever. Like if we have a big news, we might just show up out of nowhere.
yeah,
That's what we do.
that's what we do.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm pretty tired,
Oh, that
and
was
I have 3 more weeks to go before I'm considered like healed.
right.
And then it's another 4 weeks before I can start like exercising and stuff like that. So
It's a long
it's 3 long months.
Oh my god.
And then I've been like lying down or been like bed bound. Yeah, for no, not bedridden, bed bound. I wasn't allowed to like go out of bed since August last year.
Like
So
it's nuts. It's a year. Like we're July
it's
14th.
a year doing fucking nothing.
What a hell of a year for you. I can't, like, you had it all. I had my
Yeah.
share back in 2017 and 18, so I've had my share of it, but still, it's been a ride to follow from the other side of the world.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like healed from the plastic surgery, like the abdominal surgery in for 1 week. I
Right.
had 1 week and I was like, yes, it's healed. Everything is great. And then they were like, you have cervix cancer.
Thank you. Thank you. Not
Thank you.
really here. Yeah. But at least you're at the end of all this shit now.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
like it's all removed. It can't come back.
No, everything's gone.
Oh, hi.
Except for my ovaries. They are still there.
They're still
Yeah, because I didn't want to go into an early menopause.
right.
Because I didn't need to. They were fine. My ovaries were fine. And all the hormones and everything that keeps us women young are in those ovaries. So
Exactly. Well, if you don't have
I'm happy I could keep them.
right. Yeehaw. Happy we could keep something here.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's been a journey for you to say the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year. However, don't do it again. Well, you can't, so don't do it again.
No.
Nah.
No more.
So it's July 14th, France, the National Day in France.
Yes.
Olympics.
Pause de Jolie.
Merci. Oui, mais oui, mais oui. Are you going to watch the Olympics? That was my question.
Is it now?
It's at the end of July. Like we're 10 days out, I think. 10 or-
Is it in France?
Yes, it's in Paris.
Okay.
You don't even know.
I didn't know
Oh my God, Tone.
that.
Ah,
You don't know everything.
yeah, I don't know you that well.
Well,
Oh,
that's good for the horses. They don't have to travel that long.
right. For them, it's like next door because they're so used to travel all over the world. So they're like, oh, this was a short trip, only 12 hours on the truck.
Yeah,
Mm.
or like to Paris, I think it's like from Arlanda, it's like 2.5 hours by flight.
Yeah, but
But
they're not flying. They're not flying from Stockholm because have in mind, they are right now at Falsterbo.
mm,
Yeah. And so, I don't know what they're going to do in the meantime, but they're not flying to Paris. That's not even worth it. They go by truck.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
and then they can stay
and for
maybe.
these horses who travel all over Europe and all over the world, that's nothing for them. Like
No,
they will feel it's next door.
yeah,
And a
and
lot of them
I
actually
don't think
term,
they have the like the Swedish law that the horses are not allowed to travel more than 8 hours. Then they
that
have to rest.
that is actually not just that's an European law.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
it doesn't
I
apply
think
to
about the Swedish horses, so I
right.
think about
They
all the
gotta
horses, but the Swedish horses.
right. But a lot of the Swedes actually lives either in the southern part of Sweden or they're already living in Holland, the
Yeah, or
Netherlands.
Germany.
So that makes even closer. And with the bridge between Sweden and Denmark, boom, you're already down there almost.
Well, that bridge was closed when we went home from Germany. Do you remember? I told you it
Right?
was a snowstorm, so they had to close the bridge. Like the night or the evening before we were gonna travel. So we were lucky they just opened it again.
Oh Lord. Yeah, and it's so much fun on Facebook sometimes. They people see Öresundsbron as the name is on this bridge, and they see pictures of it and they find it so fascinating. So they tag me in the picture and ask me a bunch of questions. Have you been there? I was like, I lived an hour away from it. I travel that way at least once a month. I know exactly
Go
how it is.
straight down in the ocean.
Right? If it wasn't my car, it was my train. Oh, is there a train too? Yeah, it's 2 levels. I don't like
There are a
the
lot of Swedes that live in Malmö and take the train to work in Copenhagen every day.
every day.
And they are Danish people living in Copenhagen that works in Malmö
Yeah,
that takes the train every day.
right. That's a normal commute for people living in that area. So, and I lived in Vollsjö, which is basically in the middle of Skåne, for a couple of years. So, for me, that bridge ain't anything fascinating anymore. I'm
No,
even though I've been over here for so long, I'm like, yeah, the other Öresundsbron, yeah, that's it. But I find it so funny when Americans like, oh my god, that's so cool. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, well, that's right. Well, it's a cool bridge, I guess. I remember when it opened. I remember the discussion
yeah,
about it being built. So yeah, but, yeah. So you were not really following more than maybe the equestrians in the Olympic Games.
now that I know, maybe I will follow a bit of.
I don't
You have to have in mind that my brain does not work right now.
think that is
Like
amen.
I'm tired, and all of my energy and thinking ability goes towards like just healing. So I have no brain.
Well,
Uh,
I don't have a brain either. What is my excuse?
uh, what I don't know. We can make up one if you want to.
Why? I need an excuse for this shit. I
So
usually
maybe I will watch the like the vad fan heter det då? Friidrotten.
track and field.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I follow track and field, some sailing,
Yeah.
uh,
Really good.
equestrian. I have an eye on the gymnastics, and that's simply because it's such a huge sport over here. I didn't keep an eye
Yeah,
on it.
you have the woman Simone.
Simone Biles. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the best in the world,
Oh yeah, she's
like 10 times over.
looking at her. I'm like that because she's so muscular.
Yeah, she's like 2 apples high and just muscle.
Muscles.
Yeah,
I call her a little meatball because first, and I do it with love, so it's not bad at all because she's one piece of muscle, and it's
yeah.
just doing, 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 and what she can do, I'm just like, fuck, I can't even get out of bed in the morning.
I hear you. I hear you.
Like hell. Though we have 20 years or something in between us too, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
No,
don't talk about.
we don't talk about that. No, exactly. That's like me and my partner at work.
It's like talking about Bruno, and that we don't do.
We don't talk about
No,
burnout.
no, 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 no.
No. No, my partner at work and we have exactly a year, 366 days in between us. So we're very similar in age, which makes our minds are very similar thinking. We
Yeah.
have a lot of fun. Well, in the world of EMS, being 44 and 43, we're ancient. We're old. Like we should have a cane or a shuffle to dig our own grave. Like, even though we have a couple of people that are even older than us with several years, one is 60 plus. We
Yeah.
call him grandpa. He worked with somebody else the other day, and this kid, because we call them kid, he realized he's like, "Yeah, I could be your dad, by the way." And he's like, "Huh? How old are you?" it was so humiliating for him. He's like, "Yeah, let's not go there. Let's just know my partner is a year older than me, okay?" And I'm like, "How did I get involved in all this shit?" So yeah, I'm old. I'm old.
No, you're not that old. Age is but a number.
Exactly. It's a number on a piece of paper. It's all what you feel like, and that makes you like, fuck, I have a pacemaker to keep me alive. Can't say that.
But there are like younger people than you that have pacemakers. So
Right. There are a couple. I'm absolutely not the youngest nor the oldest. Thankfully, I'm
no,
in between there.
yeah,
But
you keep it lagom.
right. And how do you say lagom in English? There is
You
no
don't. You explain it, but you don't say it.
average. Maybe that's a close. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Doesn't define it. It's just an undefinable word in Swedish.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like not too much, but not too little.
Not too hot, not
It's
too cold.
just enough.
It's
It's
just enough.
quite,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just enough.
It's quite close, but not really.
Do you see all the moving boxes behind me?
Yes.
I'm not
I've
moving.
seen that you have been busy on Facebook.
I am so damn proud of myself. Like, I'm literally so fucking damn proud of myself. Excuse my language. Because I have this humongous storage unit with stuff that my mom and grandma left me, right?
Hmm.
And I
As they do. They don't clean. They're not like, I'm gonna die here in like a week or so. I better start cleaning out.
Well, my grandmother though, she she moved over here, took all her stuff, realized after 3 weeks I hate it, said on a Friday I'm moving back on a Monday, left everything, took a flight ticket and moved back to Sweden. Thanks, Grandma. I got all your shit.
Yeah.
So it's been a couple of things here that we have found. I have found, but I have been able to go through. I counted. It's almost 300, somewhere between 350 and 400 boxes, moving boxes. Like, and I'm not talking small. These are medium boxes. So I'm talking the moving boxes I'm talking about is twice these size. They're huge moving boxes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's for international shipping. So I've gone through about 350, 400 of those boxes and managed to get it down to 66 of medium sized boxes.
That's Well done. Have you been able to sell a lot of stuff as well?
Um, so I think I've thrown away more stuff than I've sold, and it's basically a lot of it was clothes and fabric of different kinds for different purposes, um, that I didn't want to like deal with because have in mind it's been in the storage for 10 plus
Mm,
years. No one has touched it. And
no.
one or two rats may have, even though it's not chewed at, it's may have passed by. So I have sold a little bit. I still have a little bit of sale to sell, but I have realized that at least the American part of Facebook Marketplace is a piece of shit.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
The
I'm
Swedish part is really good. It's like very lucrative.
well, it's good in the sense that you can find a lot of stuff, but it's bad in the sense that people are not honest. And I've been stood up since I don't have room here at home because of all these,
Mhm.
to bring the stuff home and have people come at home and pick them up. And I'm not really fond of that either because I don't want to people know exactly where I live, even though that's kind of all over the internet. Um, but so I have to go to my unit to sell the actual stuff. That's a 25-minute drive from where I
Yeah.
live, right? And more than 5 times people has not showed up.
Mm.
And that is like, really? I don't like that.
No, they could just write, "We're not coming."
I have 7 kind of rustic looking chairs that some of them has a little bit of bite marks from the time we had puppies. It's not bad. Like it's not bad at all. You can just put another fabric on top of them and they're perfectly fine.
Mm.
Um, so I put them out there for $50, which is beyond a bargain.
Yeah.
Beyond a bargain. Like it's you pay maybe $45 per chair. Takes that
Yeah.
times 7. So you get 7 for the price of one, right?
Yeah.
More than once I was standing at the storage unit with people not showing up. And people are like, "Oh, I was in an accident," and like all these excuses for not showing up. And I'm like, "Seriously? Really?" And they send me a picture of their vehicle that's been in a crash. And I'm like, if you've been in that crash, you're fucking not sending me a text message. I get
I've
like,
seen my share of
I've seen my share of shit here, okay? And I get it that people walk away from accidents that and you're just like, how did that happen? But I'll tell you one thing. If I'm in an accident with your car smashed like this, like literally, they said they had driven into an 18 wheeler
no.
and send me a picture of that. I'm like, you did not, impossible that you survived that accident. And then I looked up where different 18 wheeler versus cars accident has been in the area. None.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah. So I'm like,
Wrong
no.
person to lie to.
Exactly. You're. I'm like, it's not even worth it. So I decided I pulled the ad down, and I'm keeping the 7 chairs because I get that feeling like there is a reason for me to not getting it sold if it's
Mm.
that much struggle to sell something. Maybe it's
Yeah.
not meant to be. Maybe it's the
Maybe.
right person to have them is not
Mm.
out there yet, or there's a meaning for me to keep them.
Yeah, but this the last storage unit that you have left because you had like 3.
I had 3 at once upon a time, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even remember what happened with the other 2. Well, I know that we emptied 1, and then we consolidated the other one with this one, and that's how it ended up such a huge mess as it
Mm.
was, because it was really just, like, thrown into on top of each other. It was to the point where actually the people in this that has the unit, they are so used to me coming at 6:30 in the morning because I first go to the barn. Because if you don't know, here in Texas, it's freaking hot right now, so you have to do everything before 10 o'clock in the morning. So I go to the barn and I'm at the storage unit somewhere between 6:45, 7 a.m. And of course, I'm not the only one there, but they have cameras. So one of the cameras is facing, so it looks inside my unit. I don't mind. And when I moved in, they said, hey, we have an option to move the camera if you are bothered about it being able to see what you have. I'm like, I don't give a shit. So it's looking into my storage unit. So with
Well,
that,
that's also a safety
right,
thing. If someone would break into your unit, it's like straight angle at it. So
exactly. So
that's a
I
good
really
thing.
right. So this
I'm, I'm not like, what do they do? Like have a meth lab in there or something.
exactly it's just stuff. But this lady who has a place as well, she walked by one morning and she's like, oh my God. I've seen a lot of units, but this is like because everything was really piled up on each other and it
Mm.
was furnitures. And she's like, how are you going to get all this down? I'm like, I am going to play Superwoman, ma'am. That was great. Like, I don't know. I have no clue. But it turned out to not be that hard of a Tetris game as I thought it would be. And now I'm really, really proud of myself that I got it all down.
Mm. I'm proud of you too. You've
It
done a great job.
Yeah, thank you. It is a like now though, I'm kind of happy that I've got this all taken care of. Though this is just half time because I have the entire damn garage here at home still to
Yeah.
do. Yeah. So now I have to, but it's easier because a lot of this I've tried to sell, and since they haven't sold yet, it's just gonna go by. If
Mm.
anyone wants it, take it. I'm just gonna put it out at the curb, and whoever wants it, take it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna bother about
Do you think it's like possible for you to get the things that are in the storage unit into the garage when you're finished with the garage?
it. That's what I hope. That is my goal. Um, and y- the space, if I can just clean out the garage and get rid of whatever in there that I don't want to have still, the space is enough. So now my problem is to figure out another thing, and that is I have a tenant living in my attic. That's a squirrel. That's not good. I'll tell you that. So the
You
thing
can say like tweaks
he would he
or borrow a cat.
no, my landlord actually offered to come and shoot him, and I'm like, we're not shooting any damn animals here. I just cannot. I'm like, no, not happening. Um, so my thing is, um, that is my goal to do that and to get rid of that cost. Yet
Mhm.
I need to come up with a solution how that my tenant is not destroying all my stuff.
Yeah.
'Cause it's almost safer to keep it in the storage unit, but I may be able to downsize and have a smaller size than this humongous unit. Because once my embroidery machines has left and the trash that I still have in the unit, I'm only utilizing half of the unit.
Yeah. And that's no point to pay for
Right. So
that big of a unit then.
exactly. So then is my question if I can downsize to a smaller unit and at least reduce that cost. So I'm not going to take that decision until I have done the garage.
Yeah.
When I see how
And
much
maybe your tenant has moved then.
that is a no because he's been there for the last 4 years.
Okay.
And he is FYI the most fat squirrel there is in East Texas. No, I hear him because like right over my bed is his bed.
Hmm.
And I bet if we go up in the attic, he has probably pulled up things that are mine that has no business of being up at the attic because he comes up through the garage. The
Oh.
part of my roof in the garage has fallen down. So there's so many ways for him to get up there. And there's so much crap and trash in the garage from like open boxes from I had the garage sales. And I they collect stuff, those squirrels. Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe if you clean that out and you fix the hole.
No. I'm not gonna fix shit in the hole. That's gonna be my landlord. That's why I rent.
Yeah, but he will fix it then. Maybe Mr. Squirrel will find another entrance, or he will move.
No,
Maybe.
I know this squirrel. The answer is no. This squirrel and I has gone through some snowmageddons, some
Yeah.
heat waves, and he loves my tree in my backyard. And I think he's the only squirrel that lives in this area. I kid you not. But, it's almost like I feel when the day come that I don't know when, but at some point in my life, I'm not going to stay here the rest of my life. I may actually try to get him with me because he's kind of cute too, or maybe not.
Maybe he can live at the next barn.
Right?
I mean, suitable place.
Yes. That is. Yeah, we'll see. Well, my goal is to get the stuff over and get that at least cost reduced, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's a solution. I just haven't come up with it yet. I'm not worried about it because I haven't even started at the garage, but it'll be there at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so far, I'm proud of my progress from the time when I opened that, and it was like packed with stuff. And now you can walk straight through. There's a wide aisle. You can walk straight through the entire unit, and you can actually see what's there.
No, you should be proud.
Yeah, it was. It
It's
actually,
a major task.
yeah, because when you have a task like that and it's facing you, you're like, oh my god, how am I gonna make this? Because it's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
I did it, and I took it almost became as a drug. I wanted to continue. I wanted to see what was in the next box. I found pictures, I found stuff that I didn't know we have. So it became to a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
In the same time, the more I got done, the more proud of myself I became, and the more I wanted it completed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Take like the ADHD gear, like
right.
super focus, hyper focus on something, and you got
Boom. And here's a fun thing. So I don't know if you saw on Facebook that a week ago, not previous Friday, but the Friday prior, um, I was able to change real estate broker.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that was something that I've been praying a lot about for several reasons. I'm not going to go into here, um, but that happened extremely fast. And at the time when it happened, I was actually on my way to a listing appointment. So I got my first listing, yoo-hoo. And with all that was happening, made me not being able to go to the storage unit in the morning because I had meetings. If it wasn't online meetings, it was in-person meetings. It was stuff to do early in the morning because
Yeah.
everybody wants everything done while it's cooler.
Yeah.
So I haven't been there I wasn't there for almost a week, and I missed it. I'm like, I need to go to the storage unit. Like, I need to get finish this shit. I don't have much left. And now it's actually come to the point where the only reason I need to go there is to when I've sold stuff to get it out of there. So
Yeah.
yesterday I though found a box. Well, I knew where the box was, but it said it was a Christmas tree. I
Yeah.
assumed there was a damn Christmas tree in there. So
Yeah.
yes, I started
As you do.
right. It never even hit my mind that somebody could have used that box to something else than a damn Christmas tree. So doing this now for a month and a half, finally I was fixing the other trees that I had. I saw that I had two trees and I had to figure out what part went to what tree, right?
Yeah.
It turned out there was one tree and two top parts of a tree that didn't match. I don't get it, but yeah. But then I'm just gonna make sure that these top parts isn't to the tree that's in the box, right?
Yeah.
So I pulled
Yeah.
the box out, and there is just fabric and clothes. So there's no damn Christmas tree. I felt so stupid because I really went on what was on the label.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as
there
you
was no
do.
Christmas tree. There was no Christmas tree.
No Christmas tree.
No Christmas tree. Yep. So lesson learned. Open the
Yeah.
box.
So you're happy with your new broker then?
I am excited about my new broker. Not a, mainly because he's local.
Yeah.
Lives in the same area as I do. He has years and years of experience from both the area and as a realtor and as a broker. He comes from a real estate agent family. Um,
Okay.
Super supportive. He's there 24 hours a day if I need him. Uh, so yeah, it was really because
Was it like he called you because he have like seen you on Facebook, or did you
uh,
call him?
no, Bruce is his name. Bruce and I attend a lot of the same meetings and events because both of us are very active in the community. And
Oh,
a couple of weeks ago, he asked me something, and I'm like, well, what? However, that came up. I said, I'm not going to do anything right now because I'm in the process or thinking about changing broker. And the reason for it is that my old broker was out of El Paso. El Paso is 10 damn hours away from me.
yeah.
But I had my horses on the same farm that my broker, because they moved here 3 years ago thinking they were going to open an East Texas branch.
Yeah.
I was their only agent. So not only was it kind of like an inconvenience, but they had to pay extra fees to our union, or so to say, it's kind of a organization, union, whatever,
Yeah.
uh, just to have me. But I didn't dare taking the conversation because I was afraid that it would kind of glitch or become tense because I have my horses on their farm.
Yeah.
Well, last Friday, they came to me and said, we're moving back to El Paso today. Okay. They've been gone for 3.5 months and been back for a week. And I don't really know how the conversation has gone, blah, blah, blah. They've had their house for sale and that didn't sell. And finally, I had to bring it up. Okay, I am now an inconvenience. Is it better for me that I change broker so you don't have to pay the extra fee just to have me here? Yes. Boom. And I'll tell you, I called Bruce up and I said, we need to get this done now because otherwise it'll be problem for me to take on this listing and to sell this house.
Yeah.
And he's like, no problem. This is what I have to do. This is what you have to do. This is what your previous broker has to do. And I'll kid you not, within literally an hour, the ball was rolling and everything was fine. And I am so happy because that tension that I was worried about could
Yeah.
happen, that there's no hard feelings, not at all between me and my
And
old
you
broker.
can have the horses
The horses
still
are
at the farm.
yes, they're still going to be there. They have taken the farm off the market. They're going to renovate it and do some stuff before they put it on the market again, which is going to be a couple of months.
Yeah, it's buying you some time.
It's buying me a lot of time. So, yeah, it really, really turned out to the very best for all parties.
Yeah.
But it when you have a decision like this, and I've known that they were going to move. She told me this on New Year's Eve. Um, so it's been a very tense year for me, simply because I didn't know what am I going to do with the real estate and what am I going to do with my horses and how am I going to navigate this without making it that tense situation.
Yeah.
It all just solved itself.
Yeah.
The best
Well,
way.
that was great.
Yeah.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, it was really, it's something that has
It's
bothered.
what we call in Swedish lönesvar.
Yes. Amen. God's answer. And it was really, and that's something as well. Bruce is such an godly man. He has so much knowledge. Um he is a huge believer. So yeah, it was really, I'm glad that God basically said, just sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. Okay, here we go. And then what happened, and it was the right way. It literally went in less than just 2 hours.
Yeah.
if you would have told me when I woke up on Friday morning that yeah, you're gonna have a new worker at the end of the day, I would have laughed at you because I'm like, oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's something I prayed for the last 7 darn months. Okay, there we are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm so excited, and then at the same time, I also got my
We got the last laugh now.
excited. hmm But yeah, I got my first listing, and that is a tricky one, but because the market is so slow right now,
Yeah.
it is what it is. We'll do the best out of it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been an intense last week, but I couldn't go to my storage unit. But I've been back today and yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how it is.
Yeah. And
Very-
I've been studying.
oh, what?
Polymer. Yeah. I'm going to study now for real this.
For real this time?
Starting, I'm starting in August. So I've taken 3 courses
Okay. Sorry.
during this summer just to like get my brain functioning again. And I passed the first one. I have 2 left. And that was like uh,
Don't my
it's,
background.
if I translate into English, it would be like a course in domestic violence. In Swedish, it was våld i nära relationer.
Yeah, domestic violence.
Yeah, and then I have mm, about the apocalyptic text in the Bible is one.
Jesus.
And then we have sexuality in the Bible is another one.
Wow. That is quite some topics.
Yeah, so I'm studying at the Gothenburg University, in Lund University, and in Örebro University.
Oh,
3 different universities.
wow. Okay, and what is the main goal of these 3 classes? Are you just taking 3 random classes,
Yeah.
or are you going to?
I took some that I felt were like interesting, and just to like get my brain. I haven't studied for real in like 4 years or 5 years.
Wow.
So I was like, I have to get my brain like functioning again, like on an academic level, because that's a totally different level to function on when you have to have like academic writing and academic speech. Like it's a different part of the brain, and it is here
It's
somewhere,
like
somewhere in here, but I have like to get it out.
somewhere. Knock knock.
Yeah, and I got 1 point. 1 point from the highest score.
Oh no, that is so annoying. Wow, so annoying.
Yeah,
So,
so annoying.
when you start school in August, what is that then for?
That's the Swedish church has one course that it's called pastoral teologisk grundkurs. uh, I can't translate that.
No.
It's a church course on the basic level. Pastoral teologisk grundkurs.
Priest theological basic class?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mayhaps.
Wow.
And then I have one course at the university and in Uppsala that's the Svenska kyrkans tro och liv, the Swedish Church faith and life. Yeah, basically.
Nice.
So, yeah. And
So-
after that, I'm gonna to the spring semester in Swedish.
Yeah. It is
Uh,
like
where I'm gonna write my master paper,
interesting.
and after that I have just two small courses for the next fall, and then it's slutåret, the last year that you are in a church, like before you get ordained.
So when are you planning on getting ordained so I can start saving money for the trip?
I'm planning to get ordained um,
Sounds like 20.
in January of 2027.
7?
Yeah, because if I start slutåret in January of 2026, because I have to do some university studies in the fall of 2025. So if I start slutåret in January 2026, then I will be ordained in January 2027.
Okay, well that gives me plenty of time to
So
make
that's yeah,
that gives me plenty of time. I can make that.
yeah, because I don't think the other option is that they will let me finish the two small courses in the meantime while I'm doing slutåret. And then I will start slutåret in the fall of 2025. Then I will get ordained in
Follow.
June of 2026. Like
Well, if you
6
can
months
make this
6
happen.
months before. So it's a difference but on 6 months.
Okay, well, I guess I'll aim for June of 26, saving money for that. But it doesn't matter because I'm gonna win the lottery anyway and be a millionaire.
We know that.
Like, yeah, I'm still believing. I'm still waiting. I'm still playing.
Yeah.
I did want $21 the other day, so
Oh, well, that's a start.
I did spend that.
$21 closer to the million.
I
Or
did spend
millions.
that on other tickets, and which I didn't win on, by the way. So yeah, that's how it is. But watch me, I'm gonna win. Mhm.
Yes, yes.
I have that
We know
mentality.
that. All of us knows that.
All of us
Our big group of followers knows that. Yeah. Everyone knows that.
one day all the moving boxes will be in a container going somewhere else.
Yes.
Not telling where.
And you will just throw the junk
Right. Right. So.
as you go.
Oh yeah, right. Woohoo! Probably gonna be more of like I'm not gonna tell anybody about anything. One day I'm just gonna be truth, like gradually remove myself from social media so no one really pays attention to it. And then I'm just gonna like zoom out. Nobody knows. Nobody will know.
And then you're gonna poof reappear.
Yeah,
Like
out of
Phoenix.
nowhere, right?
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Gonna happen. That is exactly because you know me, I'm not gonna stay low for a long time.
No, you're gonna open like 15 Facebook pages and 25 Instagrams and like
Right, right. Because of one for all my projects per project that I
yes.
have at that time. Yeah, right. You're probably not wrong.
No.
That's pretty much life. Yeah, that's probably how it's gonna end up to be. But
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the win. Or if I can find a sugar daddy to just finance my
Yeah.
needs. Yeah, like that. That works too.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
how's
that's-
William doing? He's giving your brother a ride somewhere, huh? Is he
Yeah,
okay?
to Hornstull. Hornstull.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's doing good. He has 2 more weeks until he gets his summer vacation.
Oh, what is vacation?
Well,
Huh.
in Sweden we have a law that says you have to have a summer vacation,
That's not
and
all here.
you have to have like uh, you have to take out all your vacation in the year, but you can take out at you can take it all at once, but you have like lawful right to take at least 4. But he's taking 3 weeks and then saving 2 for like fall and winter.
Right. Yeah,
Uh,
kind of a good,
so
good,
he has 5 weeks.
nice. Well, the system doesn't work that way. I don't even know how many PTO days I have, but we'd only get like one PTO day per pay period or per week. So we have 2 PTOs per pay period. I think something like that. It's nothing. Like we're not even getting shit.
No.
Especially like my previous job, that was fair because we got that was like you got 10 hours per pay period, something like that. So you accumulated it faster. But
Yeah.
this way, nope. I think I may have 5 days accumulated now. But and now it's tornado season and deployment season, so they want us to work overtime, and I'm just like,
No, 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 no.
I do real estate. I put my time in real estate. That's
Yeah.
what- so
Yeah.
absolutely. So what are you gonna do the next 2 weeks? Fun?
Study.
Study it right. Study
Uh,
something we
I'm gonna write a short essay in sexuality in the Bible, and then I have some reading, and they have like this really smart thing in Gothenburg with the apocalyptic texts
that sounds interesting.
with quiz. So you have like a quiz that you take. It's really fun. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Well, I don't think anything fun is gonna happen here because it's just gonna be work, work.
Tornadoes and work.
Probably no. Sell house is what my effort is going to be. Try to promote that listing I have as much as I can. Try to survive the heat is another thing on my agenda
Yeah.
because like we've had 3-4 weeks with miserable heat, and it's not going to be better because we're coming into the hot season of the time of the year. Yeah, so no, so that's what I'm going to do. Not not very exciting.
But it's life.
It's like
Vardag. Like
Yeah.
we say in Sweden.
daily freaking life. No, I'm not complaining. Just don't have anything specifically exciting going on. Um, no, just trying to survive. Keep well. My garage is
Yeah.
calling me.
Yes.
It's supposed to actually be some rainy day at the end of next week, and my goal is to knock out a couple of the wardrobes. I have one wardrobe in the next room here that's or the closet. It's more of a closet than a wardrobe. That's from my mom. She's been dead for 4 years. I think I can throw away her stuff now. I haven't even opened it in 4 years, so it's
Yeah, and like she's not in the stuff. She's there anyway. So
yeah, absolutely. And
and I don't think she would mind.
no, and I know that throughout especially during the beginning, the first year, that it was a couple of mice in there for a while. So no, me, trash bag, pair of gloves, and
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna do. That's my goal for next week if it rains.
Yeah.
And then
So
also
it sounds
clean
like
out my own closet because I never wear my shit. Like I've gained so much weight this year, so I can't even wear it. Just
I have cleaned out my closet a few times.
yeah.
I'm like,
Every other
that's
year,
depressing. I don't want to see that. I'm not using this.
right? And that is what I'm gonna do if we get a couple of days of rain here. As I say, they say 30% chance. Yeah, that doesn't end up to be in Wills Point, Texas. I can tell you that it goes around us. It goes around us. So yeah, mhm, not happening. So we'll see how well that works out.
Yeah.
Anything, yeah, right. Yeah. But I'm motivated. Obviously, I've been doing this storage, so I'm motivated to get this ball rolling.
Yeah.
Anything else we should say before we part for the day?
No, I don't think so. I think we covered the basics.
I think we're caught up to date.
Yes,
Not
I think
being
so too.
doing anything for damn 4 weeks. We can't let it go that far. Not happening.
No.
We'll see each other in 2 weeks again, right?
Yes. Now it's gonna get better.
Yeah, right.
I'm still gonna have 1 week left on my healing process.
Right. But talk next time because I just looked at the calendar. It's going to be on July 28th, and the opening ceremony for the Olympic Games is the previous Friday on July 26th. At least you can be happy because you're still living in the same darn time zone.
Yes. So
At least
maybe I should
I'm kind of used
take
to
a
it.
look at that.
I'm kind of used to it because it's okay because Paris has 6 hours ahead of me. You have 7. Um, So, if they started at 6 p.m., it's going to be noon here. So it's
Yeah.
worth it if it was the other way. So it's not. Tokyo was
Yeah.
all in the middle of the night. Now
Yeah.
it's going to be more in daytime for us. So it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. Now mamma is calling.
Hallå? Kommer lite post och sen var det ett brev till William också som gick in och fått.
Hey, Anna.
Silla säger hej.
Well, have 2 awesome good weeks, and I'll see you on the 28th.
Yes. See you all then.
Yes. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.